Hello guys, I am Adam Asane. I'll be reacting to a very interesting and I could say it's really sad and also disappointing as well. A renowned Ghanaian YouTuber by the name Wode. This guy and others are changing the narratives and also showing the better side of Africa, telling our own story in a very beautiful way. Recently he encountered a very unfortunate situation which I thought shouldn't have happened. And he posted a video on his YouTube channel, showing how bad and how sometimes corrupt our security borders, security borders are. Because we believe as Africans we should move freely without any problem. But it seems like that is just by saying it, or maybe it is just written on paper, but it has not been enforced. Because not just Wode, but lots of people have complained about how difficult it is to pass through borders within Africa. Africans facing lots of difficulties to go to another African country. We have all been preaching of the oneness, we have all been preaching of the unity and the development of Africa, but how could we develop if we are facing such difficulties in our borders? Africa should think and rethink again. As young people, we should always think critically and make decisions, because such things like this, we need to stand against it and make sure what is right happens. Let's go through the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and if you want us to do more of this, you let me know. Share the video. Let's talk about this as young people. Comment and share your thoughts. Let's go through the video.
When at all will an African love himself? Because
my goal on this channel is not to make any African country look bad, but the goal of this channel is to promote every single African country in a positive light to the world. The goal of this channel is to encourage more Africans to travel within their own continent, because I believe that Africa belongs to Africans and it's time for Africans to cherish it. But sometimes the struggles of an African trying to explore their own continent breaks my heart. Things like this that happens at our borders always breaks my heart. I've been deported in an African country.
What? Like, seriously? What do you guys think? Should an African be deported in an African country? This guy, with all the work that he's been doing, or he is doing, he said he's been deported in an African country. What is happening? What is really happening?
Borders always breaks my heart. I've been deported in an African country. I have been arrested in an African country. I don't know when at all will an African love himself, because if you treat me bad, you are treating your own self bad, because we are just one people. I wonder why we are just one people, but borders like this keeps on separating us. Can I ask you a question?
In fact, it's really funny that things that are not being made by us. The Europeans came, the colonizers came and demarcate our lands into different sects, dividing us, labeling us with names that we have never known before. This border issue, why should it be a problem? Do we even really need borders in Africa? Do we need borders in Africa? That's what I want to know.
You don't think we need to change this as Africans?
Change what?
I'm from Ghana, yeah? I'm going to a neighboring country, which is Togo, and I have to pass through so many documentation before I cross.
On your way back,
yeah,
stop by and have this conversation, because you will be depressed. I'm telling you.
I'll be depressed going in.
You'll be depressed going from here to cross the Ghana-Togo side and cross the Togo-Benin side and on your way back.
When she said that, I thought she was joking. But believe me or not, it's more than a nightmare.
It tells a pitiful story of who we are. That we can continue blaming colonialists for all we want, but they've been gone for so long. We need to wake up and smell the coffee.
Very well. I mean, I don't know why people still blame the colonialism or colonialism. Yes, it happened, but these people have been gone for so long. I think it's time for us to think for ourselves. As young people, always I talk to young people because I'm also a young person. We need to think critically for ourselves to make decisions. Things like this, it's not helping us. We can't continue to blame colonialism for our problems. We need to stand up for ourselves. I mean, we would be talking about Pan-Africanism and all stuff like that. But when it comes to the enforcement, the implementation, we all step back. What is the problem? We need to stand up as youth, as young people to change the narrative.
Thank you.
We need to wake up. All these seemingly kind of handcuff things that we are doing business in against ourselves. It's depressing, really. Truly, truly depressing. Look, I'm willing to break a few protocols speaking the way I'm doing because it's dear to my heart. I'm a member of the committee that ECOWAS has set up to look at the reparation of stolen goods of Africa. And we had a meeting in Benin. And I went as a guest of ECOWAS. You have no idea. Even as guest of ECOWAS, I thought that we could do better. And we can do better.
You know, it's really sad that, I mean, even people of her caliber faces such difficulty. What about us, the regular and these just people, just normal people? If people like her are facing such difficulty, what about us? An ECOWAS representative going to another country, African country, just because he speaks English or he's from an English-speaking country, you are from a French-speaking country, then you look, I mean, she's just like a stranger to you. We are all Africans. This Anglophone, Francophone stuff was labeled on us. We shouldn't take it seriously.
The excuses are too much. When they all go and sit down in ECOWAS on our behalf, I expect them to do better than they are doing. I expect our leaders, our presidents, I expect all of you to do better than you're doing. You owe it to us as your citizens, and we are demanding that you do right by us. Pure and simple. Pure and simple.
Thank you for this.
Oh yes, yeah.
Because I've been advocating for free movement on Africa for quite a long time.
I mean, look at Europe. Look at Europe. Look at America.
Borderless.
Can you imagine?
51 countries.
And here,
state,
just because I speak a different foreign language, what the language that binds 4 countries.
But this foreign language is not us. I mean, yes, I speak English. Most of us speak English. But it's not our language. It's been put on us. I mean, why should we take it seriously? Just because I speak English and you speak French, you think we are different. I will take an example because I'm from an English-speaking country in Gambia. We are almost surrounded by a French-speaking country, that is Senegal. For you to, as a Gambian, for you to pass through Senegal and go to another country, another African country, is very, very difficult. The same as a Senegalese passing through Gambia to another country is also very difficult. You are to pay certain things that you can't even understand without giving a receipt. It's really sad, like how Africans treat each other, especially at the borders. It's really sad. We need to change it. We need to stand up against it as young people of Africa.
Ghana, Togo, Benin, and Nigeria, the language that binds us is Awa. There are people who speak my language in Nigeria. So they are members of the committee that ECOWAS AU has set up. And currently, I am the interim chair of the ELVO Commission. The ELVO Commission has 4 countries in it. And all of us have that common language. Why the heck should the foreign language matter? Just because I can't speak French, they have to terrorize me and make me feel so bad. And just because they can't speak English, we have to terrorize them and make them feel bad. We need to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. This is mental slavery.
This is indeed a mental slavery. And I wish Africans can understand that we are just one people, that we're divided by borders. And it's about time we start loving ourselves as a nation.
There's no reason. Look, there's a young lady here called Sophie. She makes the best yam fufu. We don't eat cassava and plantain.
Yeah.
We eat yam fufu.
Yeah.
Even if I want to go and eat Sophie's fufu, I have to go through a lot of protocol to go and eat fufu. I'm an obiambade. I me vira kula wakla via kuduga ma ina la to logmokwa. Yeha protocol na normal. Balaka, why? Same people, same language, same food, same dance, same everything.
Culture. But we've been divided by this border.
This thing.
They suffer for years. I'm good. How about you?
I'm wonderful. We're not wonderful. We're being delayed here at the border, and they're having us come in there. I became a Ghanaian citizen, and I got my ECOWAS card. Now, what are they doing?
Right.
They're not letting us across.
I don't even know, because even me, they're holding me. I'm serious. They're holding me.
How is that possible?
It's possible. They are holding Wode. I love the fact that the diasporans are connecting back to the motherland, and it's time for the government of Africa to create a system that really support the diasporans coming back home. Because whenever they come back home, they want to feel at home, because they've been through a lot in the diaspora. You don't expect them to be going through racism in the diaspora, and when they come back to Africa, they go through discrimination. This is what we're trying to avoid if we are telling our brothers and sisters to come back home.
And it's really sad, because, and also heartbreaking, because people like him, Wode Maya, are trying their utmost best to preach the wonderful and better side of Africa, to convince those in the diaspora to come back and invest in their continent, because Africa is their motherland, Africa is their root. These people have been faced with lots of racism, discrimination, a whole lot of things in Europe and America. So if they are coming back, they are expected to come back and feel at home. But if they are treated this way at our borders, just because, they sound different, it is going to be a problem, and it's going to discourage many of them to come back. We have to change it. We have to change the narrative, please, guys.
So most of you will be wondering what really happened. This is the Aflao border. I was on my way to Benin to go for the Voodoo festival that is happening in Wode. I hope we are not going to Wode. Are you going to Wode?
Why?
So we are going for the festival?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. So as a Ghanaian with ECOWAS passport, I need to just cross the border with no issues by just getting my stamp. I had all the documents for my car and everything, but that alone, we had to spend over 1 hour at the Ghana border, which I think it was even way smoother. It's just that the process was a bit tedious. This whole process is frustrating, man. Like, we spent our 1 hour already, and nothing is happening. We had to go stamp our passport. We've stamped our passport from the Ghana part. We have to go register the car. We've done that already. Now they are saying that we cannot move if we don't show them the paper. So it's like he has the thread over there, you see. So it's like he's arguing, like, what's going on? This guy is like, he needs a paper before he allows him to pass. But I've already taken the paper from us already. Like, we are in Africa, yeah? And we're struggling. Like, this is mental slavery, man. But right after that, that is when all the wahala happened, when we're trying to get a stamp from the Togo border just to enter Togo, then from Togo to Benin. So now we're done with the Ghana side. We are about to face another wahala at the Togo side. This is crazy, man.
You expected something like, you have to expect something like this when you are going through or passing through an African border. Like, everything is going to be hectic, everything is going to be very difficult. It is not saying well, it is not telling well for our continent. We need to change it. It is not helping us at all. It is not.
What does it say?
According to the law, citizens of members of countries of economic, the ECOWAS have the right to travel. Yeah, of course. Yeah, but what are they telling you?
That you got to pay. But it's saying that they're saying that
no
they
receipt.
can't enforce it.
No receipt.
They cannot enforce it. That's what they're saying. They cannot enforce it.
Okay, so we are also going to check it out right now, and then I will let you know what happens, man. So how much did you pay?
0.
You didn't pay. Apparently, at the Togo border, they will not stamp your passport if you don't give them 2,000 CFA. Did they ask you out for money?
Yes.
So did you pay for it?
Yes.
Some of you paid.
No receipt.
No receipt.
Even with the
ECOWAS.
Even with the ECOWAS.
Then I have to challenge that I'm not going to pay because I have an ECOWAS passport.
I'm sending your picture to Mama Vera.
Oh, do that. Okay. Which I have no problem paying the 2,000. But the problem that I had, the fact that they said no receipt for paying 2,000 francs. I was there and I saw a lot of people queuing, and all these people are waiting to pay the 2,000. Those who don't have 2,000 get stuck at the border. I don't understand this. Like, this is the Togo embassy, the Togo border, and they are telling us that we have to pay 2,000 for each passport, and you don't pay, we are not stamping your passport. And when you stamp your passport, no receipt. But according to the ECOWAS law, if you have an ECOWAS passport, it's okay for you to pass through.
In any member country for up to 90 days, they have not been subject to any form of harassment, nor must they pay for a residential permit.
You see why it is very important to be updated, why it is very important to follow up issues. Because it's very clear, according to the ECOWAS pass, according to the ECOWAS law, if you have the ECOWAS passport, you can travel to any West African country without paying a putut, without facing any form of discrimination or harassment. But why are these people asking them to pay 2,000 CFA without a receipt? If you are paying something and not giving a receipt, then something is wrong about that thing. What is it? Why are they not giving them receipt if it is something right? What is the problem? This is not just Togo border. I know it is happening in many African countries border. But if you are to pay something that is legal, then you should be given a receipt. If you are not given a receipt, you should question it. And sometimes you have to stand and defend yourself. Yeah.
You are breaking the law. You are breaking. So now we finished.
This is crazy. And she's like, I'm not going to take your passport if you don't give me 2,000. The meal. Why the meal? Okay. Will you give me receipt for the meal? Wow. They saw me narrating what happened on camera, and all of them were super scared. And they grabbed my camera, and that caused the chaos. I had to fight for myself because even the Ghana immigration border were saying that, Maya, I'm so sorry, I wish I can help you, but what happens in Ghana stays in Ghana, and what happens in Togo stays in Togo. So he has no power. So I had to hold my camera, stand firm, and I said, I'm not giving you this camera today, not tomorrow.
You know, sometimes it's very important to stand up what is right. Sometimes it's really very important to defend yourself and refuse to give up to the wrongs. What these people are doing, it's not right. Why are they afraid when they saw him narrating what happened on camera? Because they know if this get out there, people are going to question what is happening. They know that very well. That is the reason they wanted to take the camera away from him. So it's good. Let us stand up for what is right and not always succumb to whatever these people say. It is not going to help us.
Madam, stop that. He's the same problem that
Yes, they thought you've taken a video. That's why you are.
So tell them. not solving the problem we are seeing.
Boss, let me talk.
Talk to them. They said because of the video, that's why they're called to solve.
No. We're talking about our rights. We're not talking about any video. We're talking about our rights. The people who already have ECOWAS cards.
We've already talked about it.
They should not let our sister out, and they should not. We have elders here. You people are extorting money from elders?
Yes, I'm 78 years old. You ask me for money, and I've been a Ghanaian citizen for a long time.
We're all one people. Y'all need to stop that nonsense. You are no better than us. We are no better than you. We are one people. You got to stop the ignorance. Don't get that. You need to stop that ignorance. Who taught you that nonsense? They're not what parent taught you that nonsense? They think they're friends.
But listen, the reason why we do such videos is to change what happens at our border posts. I'm not here to make any country look bad, but I believe that the president of Togo and the president of ECOWAS, I mean the chairperson of ECOWAS, who happens to be my president, Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa, I think something must be done at this Aflao border, because to so many people, they are scared of using that border.
I mean, guys, this is really heartbreaking. It's really sad, a very, very, disheartening video. You can watch the full video on Wode Maya's channel, on YouTube channel, because, a lot happened here. I think what he has done is very good. Some of the, people on the comment section said he should have just paid and avoid the chaos and stuff like that. But I think I support what he did, because if we always agree to whatever they say, then it will continue like that. Sometimes you have to stand up and say no to the injustice and whatsoever is happening at our borders. It's not just Togo, it's happening in almost all the African borders. Why should we continue this way? As Africans, I believe we should love ourselves. As Africans, we should unite. We are one. If you look at our roots, we are all one people. That can be changed. So if you want to, differentiate yourself because of borders or because of foreign languages, then it's going to be very difficult. All in all, this is the video. You can watch the full video, as I said, on Wode Maya's channel. Please subscribe to my channel and share the video. Let Africans know what is happening. Let people outside know what is happening in our country.